Hey guys, welcome to Profit Minds. If you are new to this channel, I've shared the link of our previous videos in the description below. Please do check those if you haven't. Without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Evolution of share market. In our previous video, we discussed what is an investment, its types, and just shared the basic of the share market. Today, we are going to look into a completely new and interesting topic with more historical events and wonderful facts. Please watch the video till the end. Every invention or discovery has its own root cause. Say, for an example, automobiles were invented for personal mobility, telephones were invented for communication. Likewise, businesses and even technologies have their own root cause. So, we are now going to discuss the root cause or the idea behind the share market. For that, we'll have to travel centuries back. We all must have heard about the barter system in our school days. Barter system was one of the first known form of trading. Ancient people practiced this system as their routine to satisfy their basic requirements. Let's brush up on the barter system with an example. It is an exchange of products for products. For an example, consider two people, A and B. Person A has rice and person B has salt. If person A needs salt, he approaches person B and gets the salt for the exchange of rice. This was how the earlier marketplace looked like. During the medieval age, gold turned out to be the most precious metal all around the world, and people started to use gold as exchanging medium. So, the earlier barter system, which was the exchange of products for products, became the exchange of products for gold. At this moment, people started to find ways to earn gold, and there's where business people, merchants, and traders slowly evolved. Initially, traders from various parts of the city would gather in a common place in order to sell their products for gold. The common place were called as the hotspots. The number of hotspots gradually increased, and hence it was widespread all around the world. Traders started to travel countries and continents to visit such hotspots to sell their products. Gradually, the paper currency system started to pick up its pace during the mid 17th century, and by the 19th century, almost many countries adopted paper currency as their standard monetary system. This led to the transformation of exchange of products for gold to exchange of products for currency. It was during the mid 15th century India became the center of trading, and it was believed that India was a leading exporter of spices, pulses, rubber, and much more during those times. After knowing this, many traders decided and started to set up their colonies in India to establish their businesses, and most popular among those was established on March 20th, 1602, the Dutch East India Company. They exported silk, textiles, spices from India to Amsterdam, the current capital of Netherlands. Amsterdam back then served as a trading center of the Dutch. This led to the first ever recorded instance of the share market. In August 1602, the first ever stock exchange was established in Amsterdam with the name Amsterdam Stock Exchange or BOC. Verenigde Oostenrijksche Company. Stock exchange? A new term, right? Stock exchange is basically a place or a center where the trading takes place. So, Amsterdam served as a marketplace where all the Indian goods were sold. Later on, the VOC became the integrated supply chain which mainly focused on shipbuilding and both the production and trade of East Indian spices. Companies were set up along the coast of Dutch which manages the shipping of goods from East India and other part of the world to Dutch center. Several business people started putting money on the VOC for the effective trading of goods. Based on the trade, those investors will earn the profit. Gradually, many companies were set up under VOC and people started investing in those. The concept of share market dates even before the 16th century in the form of debts, bills, loans, and much more. Earlier in the 1530s, traces of stock market were seen in Belgium, but that was in the form of government bills and promissory notes. What are promissory notes? Let me give you an example. If you lend a big amount to someone and he or she agrees that amount will be paid in the end of the year, a legal written document will be prepared and will be signed by the borrower, or sometimes both lender and the borrower. This legal document is called a promissory note. But the standardization happened during the earlier period of 16th century by VOC. The idea of investing in the companies grabbed the attention of many people all across the world, and slowly the idea was adopted by many countries. It was in 1773, back in London, few businessmen decided to transfer the local coffee shop into marketplace and later named it as stock exchange. And that's how the London Stock Exchange was founded. The London Stock Exchange currently sits as the eighth largest stock exchange in the world. 17 years later, in 1790, American colony business people merchandise started stock exchange in Philadelphia. The first stock exchange of America was established in Philadelphia, and 2 years later, on May 17, 1792, a market was opened on the Wall Street, New York. 24 supply brokers signed the historic agreement called the Bretton Woods Agreement. No one back then knew that it was going to be the historical event. The stock exchange was then named as the Bretton Woods Supply Brokers 25 years later in 1817. The Bretton Woods Supply Brokers renamed itself the New York Stock Exchange, and till then NYSE is serving as the supreme stock exchange all across the world. In spite of being the forerunner of the world's share market, it took 260 years for India to establish their own stock exchange. The Indian Stock Exchange or Bombay Stock Exchange was established in the year 1865 in Bombay. Right from the mid 16th century till now, share market has seen several revolutions starting from moneylenders issuing notes to people investing in companies. Here is a quick glance of the timeline of the world share market. We'll be dealing with the world share market in details in upcoming videos. Currently, 48 countries out of 195 have their own stock exchanges. Few countries have small economy stock exchanges, and few countries share a common stock exchange. The history of Indian share market? I'm saving that for the next video. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please support me by subscribing to my channel and do leave a like. Feel free to drop your queries or suggestions in the comment section below. If you feel the content is good, please do consider sharing with your friends. Well, meet you all in next video. Until then, signing off from Profit Minds. Stay home, stay safe, stay tuned.